Good morning, students. We are going to discuss biomedical waste management. Hazardous waste. Hazardous waste are those that are harmful to the health of humans, other organisms, and the environment. There are different types of hazardous waste. They include radioactive waste, toxic or chemical waste, biomedical waste. What are the characteristics of the biomedical waste? There are reactive wastes which are unstable and tend to react vigorously with air, water, or other substances. They are mostly flammable and corrosive. Sometimes they are radioactive. They are also toxic. What are the household hazardous wastes? Everyday life we are using so many things. Either it may be the for the mosquitoes or cockroach, ant, whatever it may be. So we are using so many hazardous waste. So those hazardous things whenever we use and then we are not properly disposing, which cause most dangerous health issues. So whatever the LED bulbs also contain the gases, whatever feel most hazardous. So industrial hazardous waste. So according to the materials or whatever the compounds, drugs, the molecules, which may be giving the very uh, worst health issues as well as the environmental effects. For the reason we are supposed to handle very carefully. So first of all, what is the biomedical waste? So biomedical waste are those that are generated in any clinical environment, either at home, which we are having the first aid kit. Whenever we use those things, we have to dispose in proper manner. Other than that, thus waste may be create any other issues. So it includes solids, liquids, shops, and other laboratory waste generated in hospitals, clinics, and at home. It must be properly managed to protect the general public, specifically healthcare and sanitation workers who are regularly exposed to biomedical waste. Dumping of solid biomedical waste. Just we are dumping assets in the open area, giving the very worst environmental impact. So for the reason we have to manage the hazardous waste, how to dispose it. Okay. So what are the concept of hazardous waste? As like the solid waste, so we are going to follow the proper protocol. So inventory. So default solid waste we can able to collect it according to the source. So how much solid waste created in the particular state and the particular city. So according to that we have the particular vehicle. The same way for each clinical environment for the particular city we have to have collect the database. How many number of industries produce the drugs, medicines, everything. Then same way how many number of hospitals in that particular area, how much the uh, waste created. So first we have to prepare the database about the indices which are generating this kind of waste, and also what are the waste when it's generated. So before taking into that particular location to dispose or treat, so we have to store it for the particular time, because whenever it's generated the hazardous one, so it's immediately uh, give the impact. What are the more vigorous reactive thing, and also spread the particular dangerous health issues. So for the reason we have to immediately store. So how much is generated, according to that we have to plan the container to store the particular hazardous as well as the biomedical waste. Then transport. So should be transported in suitable trucks by the licensed handlers. Then spillage. Without any spillage we have to take it to the particular location. So that is very very important. If it is happened unexpected spillage or whatever the uh, thing, so we have to uh, plan what are the things immediately we have to do that. So treatment and treat disposal. So after treatment, the hazardous waste as well as the biomedical, we have to select the proper disposal method to ensure the environment safety. So what are the treatment methods? Solid waste normally we say collection, transport, sort it out, then dispose. Dispose on it. But whatever the biomedical waste, we have to treat it before dispose it. Okay, it is very important because without treating, if we dispose the biomedical waste, it's giving the very hazardous environment, which may be very dangerous. So several methods may be used to treat the biomedical waste. So mainly the autoclaving, pyrolysis, incineration, microwaving, shredding. So what do you mean by the autoclaving? So sterilization of biomedical waste in containers or chambers at high temperatures and pressures. So these are the chambers we are using to sterilize. Just we are killing all the microorganisms which is used, present in the biomedical waste like cotton or whatever the thing we are having the syringe. So many things which we are having this before dispose we have to treat it even though it's a band-aid, just like that we throw it. So what are the germs or tissues, blood, this maybe infected disease may be easily spread to the others. So that is the main reason we have to first sterilize all the waste. So it depends on the biomedical waste materials. So it may be uh, select the appropriate treatment methods. The autoclave is the sterilization at very high temperature and pressure. Pyrolysis. It is a thermal decomposition of organic materials at high temperatures in absence of air, oxygen. If there is no oxygen, then oxidation is maybe prevented. So whatever the decomposition of organic material, the drugs which we are remaining thing or used one for cleaning the wounds like this. So or whatever the drugs which we are used to treat the particular disease. So those material we have to go for the decomposition at very high temperature in the absence of oxygen. Incineration. Incineration is one of the disposal method of non-decomposable materials for the solid waste. The same thing we can use it as a treatment as well as disposal method for the biomedical waste. So here what else we are doing the same thing at very high temperatures the biomedical waste may be decomposed. So whenever it's started to decompose it emit the toxic uh, pollutants that is the air pollutants so which may be more carcinogenic. So for the reason we have to use the proper vent to collect the carcinogenic gases, then we have to use the appropriate filter to emit into the atmosphere. Other than that, it's giving the air pollution. Microwave. Microwaving is the simplest method to dispose uh, treat the biomedical waste before disposing. Okay. So what are the simplest ones? Small things every day just we are using use and throw. That is the small clinic is the best method for the microwaving to sterilize the biomedical waste. Then shredding. Shredding is one of the very important thing. Whatever the crushing the bottles or unsharpen the needles. So those things it's very important because they may be unknowingly reuse the same bottle to fill the other drugs or sometimes the needles reused for the uh, economic purpose whatever it may be it's giving the very worst uh, things regarding the health is so studying is the best thing to unsharpen the needles as well as the crush the bottles of the drugs everything then it's supposed to go for the disposal. So what are the disposal methods? After treatment, default disposal method we can adopt. Okay, so either whatever the even the same secure landfills we can use it, or whatever the incineration, the sterilization itself considered as a treatment. The same thing you can go for the disposal. So and also we can go for the different kind of decontamination, just removal of the cost, uh, more dangerous chemicals from the waste then it may be disposed in the secure landfills. So these are the different disposal methods. So as we know, the incineration is a very high temperature, just burning. Then sterilization, killing the microorganisms. So using the any other methods to remove the particular dangerous chemicals, that is the chemical decontamination, then finally go for the secure landfills. These are the default disposal method for the biomedical waste. So what are the color coding for biomedical waste disposal? Depends on the waste which we collected from the hospital or clinical environment. So we can go for it the color of bags to pack the biomedical waste to dispose. So white color bag or container which we are using for the IV sets, then tubings, blood and urine bags, syringes, everything. So these are the things we can go for the uh, white bags. Then yellow bag or containers we can use the infectious waste, that is the soiled bandage, dressing, pathological waste, placenta like this, or we can go for the yellow color. So whatever the black, so which is mostly in that clinical environment, what are the things which we are using for the package, that paper, plastic packaging, unsoiled plasters, casters, then kitchen waste, all may be using the black color. Then white, which may be having the puncture proof material bag. Okay, so here is the sharp materials all. So to the knife, scissors, needles. So those things we can go with the puncture proof white color. So what are the uh, samples which we are collected to diagnose that particular disease? So either it may be the blood samples for the uh, AIDS, or whatever the even for the corona using the nose swab test or whatever the thing. So normally go for the yellow color bags. Okay, so that is the checking the disposal methods. Then these are the symbol which we are telling the biohazard symbol. So whatever the label is very important while we dispose, we have to label it. Then we can say it is the material contained in the particular bag is a biohazard. So then only it will take some more time to decompose properly after treating the medical waste. Then going for the secure landfill. So how much time take for the decompose? The same land fill we can replace with the new one after some more time. Okay, so there is the biomedical waste. So according to the biomedical waste, the same way we can go for the inventory or whatever you can go for the storage. Then we have this transport. Then we have this treatment and disposal methods. According to the treatment, it's a very important. We have to properly handle the treatment method being before disposal. Okay, thank you.